Go to Alex Bahou, our digital reporter, spent the week putting together a history of car horns. Take a listen.
The car horn. Music to our ears. Love it or hate it, the horn has been a staple in the auto industry since, well, the birth of the automobile.
One of the big reasons they decided that cars needed horns was because when they were introduced, they were entirely novel. I mean, you literally didn't expect to see this kind of thing driving down the road.
Matt Anderson, Curator of Transportation at the Henry Ford, says horns were likely adapted from the electric bicycle bell as an audible warning system.
For a couple of years there are really three viable options. You could have what they call the manual horn, which is the old squeeze bulb type. You could have the air horn or exhaust horn, which was driven by exhaust gas from the car, or you could have the electric horn, which was seen as kind of the new and cutting edge thing.
And one of the horn sounds we're most familiar with? So the Klaxon horn, that's like an awooga?
Sorry, awooga.
But much has changed since the Klaxon horn was introduced in 1908.
The two-chime horn that we're most familiar with today comes by the 1920s into the 1930s, and the idea is that two sounds, creating kind of a chord almost of music, is easier to hear above the din of traffic.
And sound is important, especially because the car horn needs to make a point, even if it is just out of frustration.
One of the ads I read said that, this horn gives warning without offense, so it's a concern from the beginning.
And people will likely continue to overuse them, no matter which horns stay popular.
I think maybe electronics will start to come into play. And musical horns, too, I think will always be popular with customizers. I've heard everything from the famous Dixie to horns that play the opening notes of the Star Trek theme.
As far as the future of this auto staple, well, it's safe to say it will live long and prosper. Reporting for 7 Action News, I'm Alexandra Bahou.
The history of the car horn right there from Alexandra Bahou. People love their horns and they hate their horns.
Beep, 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 yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, you've got a Volt. What does your horn sound like on that thing?
Actually, there's a cool special feature on the Volt. There's a pedestrian horn because they say that the Volt doesn't make enough noise. You have to hit this little, if there's a pedestrian in your way, there's a little thing on the left-hand side. You hit it and it goes beep, 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 beep.
So it just warns the pedestrians.
Yeah, and I do it in the Channel 7 parking lot, in our employee parking lot. I do it all the time, and it really freaks people out.